that. Okay, starting with Sophia. You said in Danish Girl movie. You were talking about the movie called Danish Girl, so should be the movie is called Danish Girl. And I watched so many true-based war stories. I watched so many I'm sorry. I watched so many true-based war movies. I watched so many war movies based on true stories. Yeah. I watched so many war movies based on true stories. They make us all a big hit throughout Asia. You were talking about the shows. They were a huge hit for Korea and all throughout Asia. Soyeon? I'm not very strong when you were talking about how much you could drink. We actually call it a tolerance. I don't have a high tolerance. Yeah. So if you're not very strong, it's I have a low tolerance or I don't have a high tolerance. She became so famous because of that fact. This made her famous. Just make it simple. Yeah. I'm not that a movie lover. I'm not a movie lover. You don't have to use that. Yeah. Sometimes they give me some very new things. The historical parts. What was that from? I think it was from. I don't remember what we were talking about, but it should be I guess the history of the historical parts were very informative, or yeah. And it's actually very common for people to say things like kind of too much. So in this way, I would just say that the historical parts were very informative. Yeah, you get new information from it. Hayeon, I went to his drawing. I want to share his drawings. When he tripped in his business trip, when he was on his business trip. And then you said, why they choose the way? Why did they choose this method or this technique? Because I read a book very interesting way. Because I read a book about this very interesting technique or method. And I have experience to fund. I have an experience helping fund an artist. Zoe is the first film that features by painting. A lot of people in Korea say film, but in English we just say film.
Film.
Yeah, film. Yeah. It's the first film that features. I'm sorry. It's the first film that features. I guess you would have to call it the painting technique, the painting style. That features a painting animation, maybe. Yeah. And I have 2 hours to watch this. When you were talking about making time to watch the movie, I wanted to introduce a fantastic expression. I have 2 hours to kill. Yeah. When you have time to kill, yeah. So I have 2 hours to kill. That's all.